Welcome back to our channel. Happy Wednesday. I hope everyone's having a great day today. He's very uncomfortable because
it's Sunday. It's really Sunday. It's not Wednesday. I don't know what's going on with this Happy Wednesday thing.
Because we have to film it on another day of the week, so we have it ready for you on Wednesday. That's why. Okay. Darling. I have Bob here with me today finally, and we are going to give you our review on the Caribbean Beach Resort. This was our very first time staying on Disney property, and this is a moderate resort. Disney has different levels of resorts if you're not familiar with them. There are value resorts that are very Disney themed and a little bit less on the budget. Moderate resorts that maybe a little more money, but they have some extra perks like slides at the pool, and they sleep 5 people in some of the rooms, and then they have their deluxe resorts.
And I think the reason that we ended up staying at the moderate part of that had to do with the free dining too, wasn't it?
Yes.
Something with it, you got a better free dining package, I think, with the moderate than you did with the value.
Yes, so that's exactly right. We chose Caribbean Beach for a couple of reasons. One, because we went during free dining season last year, and we were able to get the Disney dining plan, which would include the 1 table service and 1 quick service credit. In addition to that, we have a family of 5, and Caribbean Beach has rooms, standard size rooms that sleep 5. And so in these rooms, you'll have a little more space, 2 queen beds, and a pull down Murphy bed. So this worked for our family.
And 2 very comfortable queen beds. She's got a whole list here of things I'm supposed to talk about.
Yeah, if you see us looking down.
Yeah, I just remember them being incredibly comfortable for being such a large hotel. You know, they were really comfortable beds, which was really nice after spending 14 hours in the park to be able to come home and knock out on a comfortable bed like that.
Yeah, so that's why we chose Caribbean Beach, was because it was easy on our budget, it fit our family size, and it worked in with the dining plan that we wanted for last year. I know they changed things up a little bit as of this year, so moving forward, I'm not sure how this will affect free dining or if they'll continue carrying it on or not. When we got to Caribbean Beach, the kids didn't actually know that we were going to be staying on Disney property. It was our first time, like we mentioned.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we didn't tell them until we got there. They assumed that we were staying off property like we did the time before, and kind of surprised them as we were pulling in that we were actually staying on Disney property. So,
yeah,
I forgot about that.
Yeah, it was really fun. So when we got up to the gate, we were very happy to know that the magic bands worked perfectly to open the gate arm as we were entering the first time. We had to stop at the custom house first. That's where you check in and let them know that you're there.
The concierge and everything is up there.
There was a man greeting us outside, and we walked right in, and there wasn't a long wait when we got inside. We were able to get, I know a lot of people, one of the downsides to that resort is that it's a very large resort. So they're worried about staying there because they don't want to have long walks. And I can understand that because it is a huge resort. We did have our car. Yeah. So that made it a little bit easier.
Yeah, and I think a lot of that has to do with planning ahead of time. I know I think we were, what do they call it, the preferred rooms? We were one building away from the preferred rooms. So we got the standard rate, but we were right next to where the preferred rooms were at. And in a resort that size, it is kind of worth it because you might have some long walks. Yeah. We had a fairly short walk. We talked about this before the video. We'd like to say it was 5 minutes to the bus stop, but every morning we were frantically sprinting to the bus, and every evening we were just dragging while carrying a 6-year-old over my shoulder back to the hotel. So I don't really have an estimate on the time. It seemed like the mornings took about 2 minutes and the evenings took about 30. So well, we're just gonna split it and say somewhere around 5. But it was, we were in building 21, which, like I said, was one away from the preferred rooms, and it was a good spot to be. It wasn't very far to the bus stop every morning.
Right. So yeah, there's the first 3 buildings on either side of Old Port Royale, which is where they have the food court, and the pool is out behind that, are considered preferred. And we wanted to book a preferred. They were completely booked up, unfortunately, but my travel agent Brittany was able to get us the next best thing, and we were able to get a room in building 21, which was the 21 was the 4th building over. So it was very close. Also, you're able to select where you'd prefer to stay, like what floor level and and things like that. So we chose a first floor and a corner room, and this was perfect. It was so easy to get to our room. We didn't have to lug our luggage up any stairs because there weren't elevators there. It's just 2-story.
And with 5 of us, there was a lot of luggage.
Yeah,
that was really nice. Yeah.
And I loved the corner room. It was super simple to find. And we were right on that closest edge to that preferred section. So literally right across the walkway was the preferred building from us. And the other thing is, even being on the first floor, I never ever heard anyone in the room above us. Did you? I never even noticed, or next to us for that matter. I thought the rooms were very quiet. The resort as a whole seemed really quiet. Maybe it was because of the time of year we went, but it still seemed like there were a lot of people at Caribbean Beach while we were there. So
parking lot seemed full.
Yeah. So I was very impressed with how quiet the resort was. It was very clean. I never saw any trash around outside or anything like that. And like Bob said, where we were located, we had a very short walk to the bus stop. We were close to the food court, which again is where the pool is as well. So most of the time we walked over. There were some days that we did drive over there because we did have our car. But
when we would get tired, we would just drive. It wasn't that far of a walk, but sometimes when you've already had a day, it's nice to just drive over
get
there
over
and
there.
not have to worry about it.
But I would say it was probably a 7 to 10 minute walk when we did walk. And then we were also very close to the quiet pools, where there's a washer and dryer right by the quiet pools as well. We didn't use the quiet pool at all because the kids loved the slides.
We didn't use that one, but we did use a washer and dryer, which is nice. Middle of the trip, you can do a little clothes and only pack for 1 week.
We scanned our magic bands to get into the laundry room, and then they take a credit card at the washer and dryer. So they had like a little machine on the wall, and then you just select the washer and dryer that you're using. So it's pretty simple. So about the rooms, because that's probably what a lot of people want to know, is how are these rooms? What do they look like? Are they clean? We had a standard size room, and this was for a family of 5. So this had 2 queen beds, whereas like the value resorts will have the double size beds. The moderate resorts will have queen beds. We prefer this.
I mean,
this was a
2 adults fit just fine in the regular queen bed. So we had one, the girls had another one, and then my son slept on the Murphy bed, which was fine for him. I think it would be fine for him even. I mean, an adult could sleep. I don't know if it was a full twin size.
I don't know.
It didn't seem like it was very long, but as long as you're not too much over 6 feet, it'd be all right.
Yeah, I think you can make do, and most people aren't there for 2 weeks like we are. We're the crazy ones. So if you're staying for 5 to 7 nights, which is the average trip for most people, I really think that this would be fine for most everyone. Like Bob said earlier, the beds were comfortable. Even my son said the Murphy bed was very comfortable.
The Murphy bed was nice too, because it gave you a sleeping spot. And then as soon as he got up in the morning, he'd throw his sheets back on it and fold it up, and it was completely out of the way.
Yeah, there was a bench there.
It was basically, stuck out from the wall maybe a foot, and then other than that, that's all the space that it took up. So we'd pull it down at night, make the bed, go to sleep, get up in the morning, throw the covers back on it, fold it up, and it was out of the way.
Right. And the rooms, I would say they're a standard size hotel room, like what you find in most other hotels. Surprisingly well laid out though. We weren't in the rooms a whole lot, so we weren't like bumping into each other all the time. We were really there just in the mornings getting ready, and then in the evenings when we were going to bed. But the storage was fantastic in these rooms. The
storage was good, and the bathroom was well laid out. I think that was the biggest thing, was that you had the toilet and the tub in a separate room. So somebody could be showering. Were there double sinks? There were double sinks, in it?
Double sinks.
And double sinks. So you could have somebody showering, and for us, 2 people brushing their teeth and doing hair all in the same bathroom. So you could have 3 people getting ready at the same time. That worked out well for us. It had a small kind of, whatever, those like dorm-sized refrigerators. It made things easier. You could have some cold drinks, or if you had some leftovers or something.
Yeah, the kids brought a lot of
the kids
desserts.
had leftovers, it seemed like, in there. So, just have some food there in case somebody gets hungry while you're getting ready or before you go to bed. It was nice to have.
Yeah. So just to elaborate on the storage a little bit more, when you come back into the main part of the room by the Murphy bed actually had, if you had the bed put up put away. Then there was a nice bench, and just below the bench there were 2 very large drawers underneath that we were able to use. And next to it there was also another dresser that I think had 3 or 4 large drawers. So
I don't remember. I know you had all the kids' clothes in there, all their Disney bounding stuff.
And then back in the bathroom, there was a really long shelf along the side wall. So you have the sinks in back, and then there's a really long shelf with a hanger, and Bob and I were able to hang up all of our things, and we were able to stack all of our clothes on the shelves. And then Bob's gonna show you what we did. We had some organizers hung up in the closet that just made life a lot easier.
These were nice. I know it's probably not very easy for y'all to see, but just shoe organizers.
Yeah, this is a double-sided shoe organizer,
Yeah.
and it just actually, you hook it. There's a coat hanger at the top, and you hook it right on the rod in the closet.
So as you can imagine, with 5 people and 3 of them Disney bounding and the other one being my wife, there were a lot of shoes that were required for this trip.
Yeah, so that was full. We had that completely full of shoes.
And then some.
I do recommend having several shoe changes because you're doing a lot of walking. You're on your feet a lot at Disney. Everyone knows this. I mean, I think we put in probably 10 to 12 miles on average a day, if I had to guess. And it's just nice to be able to change your footwear from time to time. Even if they're all comfortable shoes, just change it up a little bit. Give your feet a rest. And then the other thing, if you want to show them this, I hung this. There are 2 doors that slide closed.
They're like those barn door. So those are the hangers that I just threw on the
Will
floor.
you pick one up so I can show you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's like sliding doors that close the room off from the rest of the bathroom. And what I did was I hung up another shoe organizer.
A shoe organizer, yeah.
And there's these little hooks that go right over the door. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, right there. These just clip onto the top.
Yes.
Yeah, so this clips over the door, and then I got the one with clear pockets because that way we could see everything that was in this holder. So all of those like emergency items that where did I put my keys, or where did I put?
It's very nice at the end of the day when you're absolutely exhausted to walk in, unload your pockets, throw them in one of those, brush your teeth, and go to bed.
Yeah, and we use this for things like sunglasses and keys and wallets and sunblock.
If you've ever started a sentence with "where is my" and finished it with sunglasses, keys, anything, you can put it here and then you can see it.
Yeah.
From anywhere in the room.
I highly recommend this. It's cheap. It was probably $10 or less. Probably Walmart. I can't remember. I think I got it at Walmart. But clear shoe organizer. Definitely get it, and it'll just hook right over the top of the door in the room. And then the other thing that we brought with us is a folding mesh laundry bag. And ooh.
We didn't know it would cause personal injuries. But anyways.
This is just a pop-up hamper, and we kept this in the closet.
And I'm just gonna keep my distance from that before I eat a pop-up hamper in the teeth.
Yeah, so we kept this right in the closet next to all the shoe organizers and stuff. So at the end of the day, everyone could just throw their laundry in this.
Also easy way to carry it down to the laundry facilities.
Yes, so that's how we kept organized in the room. So we made a small room work for us for 2 weeks, and we really didn't have...
5 people for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
In one standard size hotel room.
Yeah. Yes, maybe a bigger room would be nice, and it would be nice to have a kitchen and yada yada. All those things are great, but when you're on a budget and you're trying to make something work, this really did work very well for us.
Yeah.
And we didn't have a lot to compare to. This was our first time, so it's not like we know what all the other resorts are like, but we really did have a good time.
It was nice.
Yeah. We had a little bit of issues with the carpets being damp.
And we just ran the air conditioning kind of all out. Carpet would get a little wet by the door.
The carpet got a little bit wet, but other than that, we didn't have any issues with any odors or any uncleanliness. They really kept the room clean for us. I did not have any issues at all. Yeah, and then I will also say we had Bob's mother, my mother-in-law, joined us for 3 or 4 nights halfway through our trip, and she stayed at Caribbean Beach as well. But she got a pirate room and had the kids stay with her for a few nights while she was visiting. and that we wouldn't have been able to get a pirate room because of our family size. They only sleep
slept four, right? Yeah.
Yes.
It did not have the Murphy bed.
Right, and the rooms, I think the beds were smaller. I think they are double beds, but it's very, very themed rooms. The beds are actually shaped
like pirate ships.
Pirate ships.
They're pretty cool.
Very clean. They looked new. Everything about the room was very well themed. I will say I didn't like the bathroom setup as much as I did the standard rooms that we were in.
It was all in one room, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a big room. They just didn't have.
There wasn't a separation between the toilet and tub and the sinks.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things we really liked about our standard room.
But I mean, if you're a smaller family, maybe that doesn't matter so much. For us, it does. But then we can't stay in that size room anyway because of our family size. So, but anyway, I did want to mention those pirate rooms because we were able to see them while we were there, and they were very cool.
Yeah, really cool.
Yeah, we really liked those a lot. So, I will mention while we're doing this video that currently Caribbean Beach is undergoing refurbishments. So if anyone's looking to go there within the next year, they are scheduled to be finished sometime in 2018. They haven't put out a date yet of when they're expected to be finished. The main food court area, as well as Shutters, which is their table service restaurant, the gift shop, and the pool cabana bar are all closed right now until sometime in 2018, but they will provide buffets and grab and go meals for people that are staying there. They're not going to make you starve. So how do you feel about Caribbean Beach Resort? Would you stay there again?
Oh yeah. It was really good value. We could fit in there comfortably. I mean, I would definitely stay there. Like I said, it's so much of it has to do from a value perspective. She's looked at a lot of the other resorts and sure, are there nicer ones out there? Absolutely.
It depends on what your budget is. For us, the kids, it's important for the kids. They really wanted to have a pool with a water slide, and the value resorts do not have that. The value resorts, we would also have to get 2 hotel rooms to fit into those resorts, other than
I think we did look into that.
Yeah, we did.
We looked into that, and it didn't. It
was
didn't
actually
fit
a little more expensive. So
Yep.
we chose to be in a slightly smaller hotel room to have a cheaper price, but still having all the perks of staying on Disney property. So that's what meant a lot to us. I mean, there are people out there that would rather have a shorter stay and be in a deluxe resort. That's fine. That's fine if that's your prerogative. For us, we prefer staying as long as we can and paying as little as we can. So, yeah. So anyway, Caribbean Beach, I loved it. It checked all the boxes.
It did work out well for us with the amount of people that we had.
So yes, we recommend Caribbean Beach. Definitely consider it on your list of resorts to stay at. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in today. We hope you found this video useful. Make sure you come back every Wednesday for a new Disney video. Thank you, Bob, for coming in and joining me today, filming this.
I'm here for moral support and any bits of information that I have.
Yes, he's a very wise man. So
I'm like an owl.
make sure that you click that little subscribe button if you're still sticking around.
Yeah, we've been going forever. We started at noon. It's almost like time to go to bed. So this has been like a marathon of a video.
Yeah. So make sure you click that little subscribe button and hit the bell. Why do they hit the bell though?
As notifications.
There we go. See? Listen to him. Hey, thank you so much for coming by today, guys. We really appreciate it. Have a great day.
Bye.
I was just to a
That's what she said.
Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in today. We hope you found this video helpful, and we hope that you what do I say?
I don't know, but it's just when you go
I know, because you're messing me up now. All right.